Hey, what's up everybody? It's your girl Megan and I am still in full bloom and I want to show you guys how I did this. I guess it's just a storage box, but I needed something to store my photo albums in the living room because I do want them accessible. So let's get to it. This, what you're seeing in the background, was my first attempt and it was successful, but the box was huge, as you can see. And my husband was like, where is that going? And actually it really was too big. It could have been a coffee table itself, which brings me to believe that I can actually DIY a coffee table, a dupe of the Z Gallery. I want to say Abigail. I'm thinking about doing it if I can find the right wood and the right wood. Anyway, now what you're seeing me work on is the actual box that was the final result. And I created this using the leftover particle board from that first box that my son ended up using as a storage box in his closet. So it did not totally go to waste. This is how I attach the pieces. First, I used this liquid nails in this caulking gun. And as you can see, I'm just putting a pretty generous amount of the liquid nails on the edges of the box. Okay, so because we know the glue is not going to hold this stuff into place while it dries, I am using a staple gun to attach it, and I guess the glue is kind of just reinforcement for the staple gun. Okay, now for the paint. As you guys can see, I used the silver leaf. I was trying to get a metallic look for this. I would say you would be just as well off using some regular paint, you know, some acrylic paint from Walmart, or spray paint would be even better. It's so much easier and dries so fast. This stuff was, of course, it is a little more expensive. Look at this little kit I got from Dollar Tree. I thought that was so cute. It came with the brush, the roller, the gloves, and the little pan to put the paint in. But I would say, you guys, don't spend your money on this paint. Use spray paint or acrylic paint or something else, or just regular, you know, house paint or whatever. I think it would work just as well. Yeah, I have a couple of ideas now on what I could have done differently, but I'll save that for the next project. Now on to my favorite part, adding the bling. I know this is a lot of you guys' favorite parts. So I'm using rhinestone wrap. As you can see, some of this came from Hobby Lobby and some came from AliExpress. They also have this on Amazon. If you get it from Hobby Lobby, wait until the Paper Studio brand goes on sale 50% off. Do not pay full price for this. As beautiful as it is, you still don't want to get gypped, okay? So there's always a deal to be had, and I'm all for that. So, as you can see, I am reinforcing the rhinestone wrap with E6000. So I'm gonna put a small amount, a line across the bottom, and I'm going to also use the hot glue because hot glue dries instantly, so it's gonna hold everything in place while the E6000 cures. Hey you guys, truth be told, you can leave this as is, but I'm gonna take it a step further and add some crushed glass using this Mod Podge. Put a generous amount of Mod Podge on there because the crushed glass is pretty heavy. But yeah, that part. Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. So we're making it rain crushed glass from Michaels. Also, you guys know they have I think a 40 or a 50% off coupon. Definitely use that if you get it from Michaels. Also, you can get crushed glass from Amazon, of course, and I'm sure Hobby Lobby has it. I've never purchased theirs before. But I'm just putting a generous amount of crushed glass on the generous amount of Mod Podge I just laid. And I'm going to use this little scrap piece of paper to kind of push the glass into the Mod Podge to help it kind of grab onto it and stick. And shout out to my assistant, little Miss DFW. She knows how hard mommy is working. She comes and refuels me with crackers. Okay, now we're gonna add a little cherry on top with a sprinkle of glitter. Okay, so now that it's dried, probably I'm sure 24 hours, we're gonna do a dump of the excess and get any of the loose particles that are not adhered to the box off. And then we'll seal it with Mod Podge. Okay, and usually when I seal things like this with Mod Podge, I water down the Mod Podge. So I mix the Mod Podge with water, I would say 1 to 1, and thin it out really good so that it gets all into the crevices and it really helps to finish it off. Okay, so for the top of the box, I did decide to put a pull or a knob or a handle on it, whatever you like to call it. I did get these from Amazon. They came with screws. I'm going to start the hole with a nail and using a hammer to start the hole that the screw is going to go through. And then you can attach the knob onto it. So you guys, this is basically the finished product. I really think it came out really well. Of course, you can put as much or as little bling wrap and crushed glass and glitter as you'd like. You can really just paint it and be done with it. You can do the lid, you can leave the lid out. There's so many different options on how you could freak this. So, and this is the purpose of the book. So I want these to be accessible, you know, in my family room. So, yes, my babies. So, I put most of our photo albums in here. Like, we have so many more photos, and actually, that gigantic box would have been big enough, but it would have been ridiculous. And, you know, we're not trying to do that. So, anyway, that's that. And tell me, you guys, what do you think? I looked everywhere looking for something like this, and I was not successful, so this is what I ended up with. Tell me what you think about it, if you're planning to do something similar, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.